In this clip, I'll show you in 5 simple steps how you can calculate the energy saving and the dollar savings by converting from a non-LED to an LED lamp. Firstly, you need to look at the non-LED lamp energy consumption that you have today. Now, those are the kinds of lamps that I'm using as typical examples. Of course, there are many other models, but those are the lamps which will be very familiar to most of you because they are used extensively. And on these lamps, you can see the markings. It will show down there what is the energy consumed by this particular lamp. So for example, this circular fluorescent 28 watts, it could be some other number as well. Linear fluorescent 36 watts for a 4-feet tube, incandescent 60 watts, or compact fluorescent 13 watts. So once you have determined that, then the next thing you need to do is to determine what sort of consumption the LED lamps will have. So let's say if you are converting from this 28 watt to a 15 watt, or this 44 watt to a 20 watt, or a 60 watt to a 9 watt, or a 13 watt to a 7 watt, you will have some sort of energy savings. Now what LED lamp is appropriate for you to switch to is something we'll cover in another video clip. But let's assume that you have now switched to one of these lamps and you are now ready to make your calculations because you know what is the current consumption and you know what will be the consumption when you switch to these LED versions. So let's assume the following. Let's assume that you use per lamp for 5 hours a day, 6 days a week, around the year. So average yearly usage per lamp will be 5 times 6 times 52. You get 1,560 hours. So you need to determine how many hours you operate your lamps per year. Once you have done that, the next thing to do is to find out the energy savings. Now let's say, for example, you are converting a fluorescent tube to an LED tube. So you get 44 watts minus 20 watts, you get 24 watt savings. So over the year, your total energy saved per lamp will be 24 watts times 1,560 hours that you are using per year. You get 37,440 watt hour. You need to convert that into kilowatt hour because our electricity tariffs are charged based on kilowatt hour consumption. So take that number, divide by 1,000 and you get 37.44 kilowatt hour. Now that's a huge number, so just by converting one non-LED lamp to an LED lamp, in this case from a fluorescent tube to an LED tube, you already save 37.44 kilowatt hour per year. And I'm using a very conservative number, meaning to say you're using this lamp only 5 hours a day, 6 days a week. Next, we need to find out what is the electricity tariff. You can get those rates at this portal. Tariffs are reviewed every quarter. So this is the tariff in use for this quarter, which starts from 1st April till 30th June 2015. So including GST, it's now 22.33 cents per kilowatt hour. So that will be entered into our calculation. Now this is the final step. We put it all together, so I've summarized the key points in this table. The example we used is switching from a fluorescent tube to an LED tube, from 44 watts to 20 watts. So we know the saving is 24 watts of energy. So we calculate the yearly savings. We found that to be 37.44 kilowatt hour. Based on the electricity tariff, we now have determined that the total dollar savings is $8.36 per tube per year. Now that may not sound much, but if you are operating a facility where you're using hundreds of tubes, for example a retail outlet, for example car parks, for example even your office, and if you're using them many more hours, for example 10, 15, even up to 24 hours a day, every day of the year, then you're going to save a lot in terms of energy and dollars. So if you are operating 100 tubes, then you calculate the energy saving per lamp times by 100. Total you get 3,744 kilowatt hour of energy saved per year, and that's huge savings per year. And then from there you multiply that by the tariff, you get $836 into your bottom line every year. So I hope this video clip has helped you gain an insight into how to make these calculations, how to calculate energy saving and dollar savings by converting from a non-LED to an LED lamp. If you have any questions, contact us. We are more than ready to help answer your questions and help you through your calculations if necessary. Thank you.